Welcome back to my channel and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen. I'm a certified weight loss and nutrition coach, and today we're talking about inflammation. If you didn't know, I suffer from inflammation, so this whole topic speaks right to my heart. We're going to talk about the #1 cause of inflammation and how you can avoid it. So if you're excited, give this video a huge thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed and your bell is turned on because I upload every Tuesday and Thursday. Check out the description box down below for nutrition coaching, where I offer personalized to you macros and calories, as well as one-on-one coaching if you would like to chat with me directly. Links, discounts to all of my favorite healthy things are also down in that description box. So let's talk about the #1 cause of inflammation and how you can avoid it. Let's be honest, every single one of us is under some type of stress. Day to day, every minute, there is stress in our lives. Some of the stress we can control, and some of it, unfortunately, is out of our control. Stress can feel terrible, and honestly, stress is pretty dangerous for our bodies as well. When we're under stress, our bodies release a hormone called cortisol. I've talked a lot about cortisol here on my channel. It is what is known as the stress hormone. One of the big things we hear about cortisol is how it increases body weight. Because that stress hormone is released, it causes our body to crave certain foods. And we're not talking broccoli, we're talking chips and candy and fast-acting carbohydrates. So when we have an extra release of the stress hormone cortisol, it can affect our weight. The other thing about cortisol that isn't as well known is that it is a huge inflammatory. It causes a big inflammatory response in our body. When stress hits and cortisol is produced, it causes inflammation. When we suffer from a lot of stress in our life, or when it's something that we encounter on a regular basis, it can make this inflammation a chronic disease. When we stress, our stress hormone inflammation levels rise, and our cortisol levels rise, and our inflammation levels rise. The good news is there are ways we can combat this. There are things that we can do to reduce stress in our life overall, reduce the stress hormone cortisol, and most importantly, reduce inflammation. There are some certain signs to watch out for when it comes to inflammation. Some of those symptoms are body pain, fatigue, insomnia, depression, gastrointestinal complaints, neurological conditions, and poor immune function will become more prevalent. And you'll notice these a lot more when we suffer from inflammation. Luckily, like I said, there are things that we can do that help reduce the stress levels in our body, the cortisol, and the inflammation. #1 is focus on dietary changes. Eating healthy is important for our weight, for our immune system, and for our bodies overall. There are a lot of plant-based foods out there that are known to have anti-inflammatory properties. These are the foods we should be gravitating toward. You want to look for foods with certain antioxidants such as omega-3s, minerals, lots of fatty acids, and fiber. Some of the most popular foods that fight inflammation that are anti-inflammatory are cruciferous vegetables, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, broccoli, and kale, blueberries, walnuts, sesame seeds, or tahini and cherries, just to name a few. So choosing these plant-based options can help you feel better overall and help reduce inflammation. Next up is you can consider some supplements. There's a lot of supplements out there for anti-inflammation. I know that I do take an anti-inflammation medicine, but I control the majority of my inflammation with my diet. Fish oil is the #1 supplement out there that helps lower inflammation. I do take a fish oil supplement myself every single day. Turmeric is another natural supplement that can be added to your routine, whether it's in your foods or you take a turmeric supplement in the form of a pill or capsule, or even a powder that you can add to things like oatmeal and smoothies. But turmeric, we know, has so many health benefits, and one of the main benefits is inflammation. You can also control inflammation with exercise. It's a great way to feel better physically, it's a great way to feel better mentally, and it's a great way to fight inflammation. It reduces stress. It can give us mental clarity. I know for me, by just taking a walk, when I get home, I feel so much better. My mind is clear and I'm ready to take on the day. Exercising also helps reduce cortisol levels, which is that stress hormone. We utilize oxygen when we exercise. It is what we utilize first and foremost to give us the breathing capacity to do those intense exercises. And by adding extra oxygen into our body and increasing the flow of oxygen, that also helps with mental clarity and inflammation. So exercise overall isn't just good for us mentally, it's extremely good for us biologically and for our physical body. Next up is to stay hydrated. Drink your water. I know it may sound weird, but the more water you drink, the less inflammation and actually the less water retention you're going to have. 8-ounce glasses of water every day is what is recommended for the average adult. That's 64 ounces or half of a gallon of water. This should be your goal every day. And if you can exceed that, even better. As close to a gallon of water as you can get, the better. Staying hydrated and keeping you healthy and keeping your body full of the water that it needs is going to help your body process better and reduce inflammation. So drink your water, lots and lots of water. The next tip is to get more sleep. We talk about sleep a lot on this channel and how important it is for weight loss and a healthy lifestyle, but it is so important for inflammation as well. It helps you feel relaxed. It helps with stress and it helps keep you revived for the next day. We are busy people. We have a lot going on in our lives, so it's important to get enough sleep so that we're the best version of ourselves every single day. 7 to 9 hours of sleep has been known to greatly reduce inflammation. This is another thing that I heavily focus on for my inflammation is getting in my Z's. You can also nurture your mind. Our mind plays a big part in our overall well-being. It's easy to think of our bodies as just our body, and the inflammation just resides in our body due to stress. But there are things that we can do for our mind, for our brain, for our mindset that help reduce stress and therefore help reduce inflammation. Things like yoga, mindful breathing, meditation. These are all things that can help our mindset and help our bodies. And lastly, don't forget to breathe. Inhale, exhale, take deep breaths throughout the day. Just the act of breathing is going to stimulate everything in our bodies. The breath should go all the way to your stomach and you should see the rise and fall of your belly button. Rest your hands on your stomach, breathe in, and breathe out and feel that fall and rise of your belly button. When we're focusing on breathing and focusing on mindset, this is going to help with our inflammation and most importantly, help relieve stress, which we know is the leading cause of inflammation. So what's the bottom line of today's video? Stress equals inflammation. All of these tips and tricks that I shared with you today can help reduce stress, therefore help reducing inflammation. There are medications and supplements, dietary changes, physical movements that you can do that also help reduce stress and therefore help reduce inflammation. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If you think you suffer from inflammation, talk to your doctor. They can give you some additional tips and tricks, but the ones I shared with you today are guaranteed to help reduce stress. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed and your bell is turned on so you never miss a future Tuesday or Thursday video. Check out that description box down below for nutrition coaching. Highly recommend personalized macros and calories, coaching one-on-one if you want to talk about inflammation or how to reduce stress. I'm happy to help. And of course, links and discounts to my favorite healthy things. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.